Hey, welcome back to the channel. Have you ever texted someone no or said I disagree and it felt too formal, too stiff? Well, guess what? Gen Z has an entire vocabulary just for saying no, setting limits, and protecting their peace. And it sounds nothing like English textbook. Today, we are cracking that code. 6 Gen Z boundary phrases, what they actually mean, how to say the same thing in formal English. Why does Gen Z talk about boundaries so much? Because this generation grew up online, surrounded by millions of opinions, unsolicited advice, and people in the DMs at all hours. They had to build a language for saying politely but firmly, I'm not available for this energy right now. And honestly, these phrases are everywhere in workplaces, schools, social media. If you don't know them, you might miss what someone is really communicating. We will do phrase by phrase breakdown. In this, each phrase will be first converted into Gen Z version. Then I'll tell you the real meaning. Then I'll tell you the formal English. And at the end, I'll tell you example of each phrase for more clarity. Number one is, that's not it. Meaning, that is wrong. Or I completely disagree. ये गलत है, मैं नहीं मानती ये. I completely disagree with this. How to say this in formal English? I don't think that is correct. Or you can say, I disagree with this approach. For example, the boss showed us the new logo and everyone said, yeah, that's not it. Let's move to the next one. I'm not doing that energy. Meaning, I refuse to be around negativity or drama. Formal English, I had preferred not to engage with that kind of attitude. For example, she walked into the meeting full of complaints, and I was like, I'm not doing that energy today. Let's move to the next one. Respectfully no. Meaning, no delivered with a polite and calm tone. किसी को नहीं बोलना, नो बोलना बहुत ही प्यार से. In formal English, we will say, I respectfully decline. For example, can you work this weekend? Respectfully, no. I have plans. Let's look at the next phrase. That's giving. Meaning, this reminds me of, या बोल सकते हैं, feels exactly like something else. जब भी आपको कोई चीज किसी और चीज के बारे में याद दिलाए या आपको उससे मिलती जुलती लगे, तब आप इसका यूज करेंगे. Let's look how to say this in formal English. It resembles, या बोल सकते हैं it seems like, or it gives me the impression of. For example, this coffee shop's vibe, that's giving cozy Parisian cafe. Next one, not my vibe, meaning this does not suit me or make me feel comfortable. Formal English, this doesn't align with my preferences. Or you can say style. जब भी कोई चीज आपके अकॉर्डिंग आपके लिए मैच नहीं करती है, तब आप इसका यूज करेंगे. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, they invited me to a loud club night. Honestly, not my vibe. Last one, I said what I said. Meaning, my opinion is final. I'm not taking it back. In formal English, I stand by my statement. For example, people kept arguing with her review. She replied, I said what I said. Okay, so here is the big takeaway from all of this. Gen Z rude नहीं हो रहे हैं, वो aggressive भी नहीं हो रहे हैं. They are just being direct with the confidence. And that is actually a very mature communication skill. In professional English, we soften the same ideas. So, learning Gen Z boundary language is actually leveling up your communication in both worlds. Alright, that is 6 boundary phrases decoded for you today. Now, tell me in the comments which one you are going to use first. And if you know someone is learning English right now, share this video with them. It could genuinely change how they communicate. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon.